Good morning, everyone. This is the Sunshine Stitcher. I lost Shelia and EJ, so they put me in charge of editing. So I thought I'd film on the beach, and I think if we listen closely in a few minutes, if we look over there and listen, we can probably hear Shelia and EJ in the background. Didn't you enjoy their singing? I hope it worked. Bye. Hello, everyone. I don't know what happened. I don't have Shelia and EJ. I hope you guys enjoyed the little featurette before this. Hopefully I'll still be alive next week. So today we have Carolina.
Hi.
And Mary.
Hey.
And Gary.
Yay.
Yay.
So we're the semi-sunshine stitchers?
We're all sunshine stitchers.
That's true.
We have a whole state full of sunshine stitchers.
True.
So, as we know, Shelia and EJ are out there in the world somewhere doing something. Hopefully they're stitching and getting finishes.
Yes.
And then we'll have some good news stories next week. So, let's get started. Let's have some finishes? Mary's got some cool finishes for us.
Yes.
Mary's got some cool finishes.
I started Lady Liberty last summer and finished it.
Okay.
Made it into a drum.
We'll have pictures at the end.
That's a blackbird design.
I started it when the SAL started. I have yet to finish it. It's pretty cool.
And I will say that's stuffed with sawdust. What a pain. You have to keep packing it down.
Wow.
It uses a lot of sawdust.
That's
And then I have
nice and full.
yeah.
Seaside Sparrow by
Okay.
Artful Offerings.
Look at that.
And I put it on a little paddle from Hobby Lobby.
You know what's funny is I saw this pattern somewhere, and I said, you know what, that looks like something Mary would stitch.
And there it is.
And there it is.
There
I
it
saw
is.
it yesterday. Like, oh, I was thinking of you. That's really cool.
And this is the Beth. This is for you. This is the Holly Jolly by Amy Brukin. It was last year's stitch along, I guess, with her. She put out 2 patterns every month, so we worked all year long on it, and then the embellishments came with it. Somebody was asking. It's stitched on 32 count, I believe, Santa's suit.
With sparkles.
Yes, opalescent. And that is by Black Cauldron Dye Works out of Orlando.
And the little heart there is because it's a sample in our shop.
Yes. Yeah, they all have hearts on them.
Can we show the back?
Sure. Yeah, I lace all of my work,
Mary's a lacer.
but I never cover it up because I'm too lazy to put the paper on. So, but yeah, I always lace.
Yeah.
I just feel like it
You'll
holds
have to
better.
teach me how to lace.
I'll be happy to. I showed EJ how to do it. I don't even pin anymore.
No?
Yeah, I just put it in the
Oh,
frame
nice.
and then start lacing and make sure it's even.
Okay.
And I use, people have asked, I use Guterman's, it's a heavy duty thread that you can get at Joann's, or any like buttonhole twist is just a strong thread that you can use. And then my
Awesome.
last finish is, this is Hands On Design.
Look at that.
Scary Apothecary, the first one out of 9, and then there's also a freebie that I'm going to do for the shop. So
First out of 9.
1 down, so really 10 to go.
Wow.
Let's think positive.
It's
Yeah.
very pretty.
Yeah.
It's very sparkly.
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do the Krynic when I was thinking of doing them, but actually it looks pretty nice. You can see there the copper color.
Yeah.
The color is really nice.
And they have a you can buy all the Krynics together
The packets.
in a pack. So yeah, those are my
That's
finishes.
your finish? All right. I'll do my finish because I had 2 finishes yesterday on World Cross Stitch Day.
Woohoo.
I finished Midnight Ride by Blackbird Design, and this was one of my Mania starts, and I'd started it and I stitched a little bit of it at StitchCon in the airport on the way to StitchCon, and then I picked it back up Thursday, stitched it Thursday and Friday, and just finished it Friday. So It's only 3 colors, and the fabric I got from one of the ladies at the cross stitch cupboard. She was selling it, and I have no idea. It's a mystery fabric, but I wish I had a ton of it. I love the color. And then what I stitched earlier this week was a couple of these Casting a Spell Blackbird designs. They go in a little box. I'll show you in a minute. So what I did is I finished actually this one, that one, this one, and that one.
Where's the pointer?
The pointer is on vacation. And then I started this one at the cupboard today for worked on it for an hour and a half. Found out I was 1 stitch off. So I ripped it out for 30 minutes, and then I started back, and then it was time to come here. So there was my day. But it's actually Casting a Spell. It goes in one of this little box. You finish them off into little flat folds. So actually, you know what? Better if I put a picture right here. I get a close up of the pattern. So I have to paint the box. The box came from Hobby Lobby, and it's got a little glass top on it. And then the fun part's going to be painting it, because I paint, the way I paint is, if I paint a room and it's 1 gallon, half the gallon's on me and not enough's on the wall. So it's like gluing. So those are my finishes.
I don't have any finishes today.
We didn't forewarn her.
No, I really don't have any recent finishes. But whips, I have whips.
Okay,
let's do whips.
Let's do whips.
Okay. All right, so I brought 3 whips today. I've been working on this for a little bit. This is by Emma Congdon, also known as Stitch Rovia. This is called Strike a Balance. It was originally in Cross Stitch Crazy,
Okay.
but is now available on her Etsy shop. So
Yeah.
one side's like mountain view, and the other side's an ocean view. So
Really cute.
thank you. That was my World Cross Stitch Day stitching. I did the yellow and the orange stitching and some of the pink clouds. So we'll see.
I like the way you've done it. Is you did all the black and outlined it. So
Yeah.
now it's like coloring in the coloring.
Exactly,
You just stay in the lines,
exactly.
and you can do other things and focus on.
Yeah, so it's nice because I don't have to think about it too much, and there's a little bit of ombre effects, and
Yeah, there's a
especially
couple
the
of blending
waves,
and
but
stuff.
not too bad, not too bad. So it's a good stitching. I did a little bit of the live 24 hours of cross stitch with virtual stitchers, and I was working on that. So hopefully I'll be finishing that soon.
Okay.
I also have this. It's a little bit of a hard pattern to find. It's a Hungarian blog, but I think you can get it on Facebook, so I can try and get that info.
Okay.
So you guys can get to it, and it's just you get all the months, and they have kind of a motif around it. It's a perfect square, so like they line up really nicely, and you can. I saw somebody finished it as a cube, so they had
2 cubes.
two cubes,
Yeah.
and I saw what else, and then I saw like individual flat folds. So there's a few ways you could do it. Or you could also do like a 4x3 instead of a 3x4.
Well,
Or no, I'm doing 4x3. Or you could also do 3 rows of 4. So there's a lot of ways you could do it, and you can pick, of course, your flosses that you like.
Actually, I like the flosses you picked
Oh,
because it's
thank you.
one color and it's just so variegated. It looks like multiple colors, but it's
Yeah,
really
so I'm
nice.
really excited. I'm almost done. I'm more than halfway now, so that's good.
What fibers are you using?
This is from the cupboard, but it's a Fabric Flare 28 count opalescent, but it's Fabric Flare does kind of like almost like a spray-on kind of glitter. It's not interwoven in.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
kind of like an
One-sided,
yeah.
overlay. But it's pretty.
Actually, I like Fabric Flare's glitter opposed to some of the other stuff. Other people when they weave in that metallic to make
Yeah.
it sparkle, it changes the shape of the squares, and my eyes can't focus on it right.
Oh,
I
that's
really
true.
focus it.
That is very true.
But I got spoiled by stitching on Fabric Flare's opalescent spray-on fabric.
Yeah. So it's
and it
cool.
doesn't come off. So you thought, well, it'd come off like glitter, but it doesn't.
No, it stays on. It
Yeah.
stays on. So don't think that
Yeah.
it means it comes off. It stays on, and it's a little bit more subtle, but it's nice because it just feels like regular even weave.
Yeah.
And then my last, I guess this is kind of a new start, but not really because it's been started for a while, but it's Dog Lessons for People by by Lizzie Kate. I'm changing up the colors, so I'm doing blue and pink instead of blue and brown.
Okay.
And I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to pick it up again, but hopefully sometime this year. I'd like to finish it. I think it'll go fast once I start stitching back up on it. I think the longest piece is the little motifs, but after that the words kind of go pretty quickly, so it shouldn't take too long. And I don't know the name of the fabric, but it just looks like a raw linen.
That's what I was thinking. It just looks like
and
a
it's
raw.
a 28 count.
Yeah.
But you could use
So
whatever count.
it's really not a big pattern. I was thinking it was much bigger.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I thought so as well, but there are some others that are a little bit bigger, like the ABC ones are a little bit bigger,
Yeah.
but this one's really not that bad at all.
So it's pretty manageable.
So those are my 3 whips today.
Okay. And my whip is, I'm still working on casting a spell from Blackbird. So I've got, see if you look here again at the panel, I've got these last two right here to do for the box. And then there's 2 more longer pillows. Here's one at the bottom that I may do later, or I may just, while I got everything, just do it. I'm not sure if I have enough fabric. So basically there's like four more patterns to do before the casting a spell would be officially complete. And that's all my whip. And then remember, August 15th, we're starting Autumn Quakers, and I'll be traveling, so I get to start it in a hotel. Hopefully I do it right.
Okay. My whip is, what is that called? Boo to You? Yes.
Boo to You.
Boo to You. It's a Brenda Gervais, one of the new ones. And I think that's on a 40 count something brew by R&R. Patriots Brew.
Patriots Brew?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. It's
Good.
cute.
Yeah. That's one of the new ones that just came out. They're really cute.
Yeah. I love her little
Yeah.
plaid jumper.
I've got one of her other Pumpkinhead people from earlier that she's done.
And I also am doing the Lucky 13 Club, which
Okay.
is the Shears Club with Amy Brukin, and this is all that's come out so far. It's done on a
Wow.
20 count carat over 2, so it's by weeks.
Wow. Okay,
So it's gonna be a
11
10
count.
It's probably
Or
gonna have to
10
be a
count.
wall
10
hanging
count.
or a quilt or no.
Yeah.
It's fun to do though. It really shows up.
Okay.
But it's fun.
I'm
Wow.
sure you could do it on different counts as well.
Oh yeah.
I really wanted it to be
Actually, Kathy from Inspired Needle,
Yeah, I saw her.
and she's doing hers
Beautiful.
on 40 count.
Yeah.
I was like, I may do it on 40 count. Depends on the button
Is it
pack.
supposed to be similar to the Santas when it's done?
Yes.
Like top and bottom? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's actually another line of
Oh,
words,
text.
but I didn't want to count. There was so many.
Yeah,
So
no,
I'll
it's
wait
better.
until I
to
stitch
just- Yeah.
one of the figures.
How do you feel about the roller frames?
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's just to show it in the shop. I don't use a roller frame.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm strictly a hoop girl.
Okay, just
Yeah.
curious.
For
Is that
me,
part of your
I've
pattern?
tried them in the past. The way I stitch, they don't work for me because
Okay.
it's a balance. I'm balancing too hard.
Okay.
So-
Well, this one goes in a stand. It goes in a
Yeah.
floor stand,
But,
and it flips up
so you can do it.
so you can work on
Okay.
the back. But it's too bulky for me. I
Yeah.
prefer
Oh,
my
gotcha.
little hoop.
Okay.
Sounds good.
That's cool. All right. So that was pretty cool, huh? I like that Amy Birkin pattern.
Thanks. Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So let's see. We did our starts. Any haul?
I have a little haul.
Everyone's here for the haul. I gotta sit down.
Okay.
This is a good one.
Yours truly showed me this, and I showed it to the husband, and he,
Of course, the husband said yes.
of course, the husband said yes.
It's the iconic original artwork for Star
Yeah.
Wars.
And it was also popular when the Game Boy game came out. He mentioned something about it when the Game Boy Classic game came out. That was the image they used as well. So.
Okay.
So yeah, so there's that one. I'm not sure when I'll be stitching it.
It's on black fabric.
It's on black Ada.
It's all kitted.
I was looking though, and there's only full stitches and half stitches, so I may just leave it. I haven't decided. Maybe if I wait long enough, I might just get some even weave just to make it a little easier. We shall see, but I'll probably use 28 count so that it works out to look similar.
So yeah,
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah,
More
it
time?
looks awesome. There's another one, but it's not at the cupboard yet. I put it on order. I said it was on back order, so we'll see. And it's a Luke and Vader when they're facing off, and it's
Okay.
really cool looking. So I like that one as well. He liked it as well.
Yeah,
is what I should say.
I really liked them too, but I do not stitch on black. It's a hard thing. I've tried it. I've done this little bitty thing on black, and so no. That was my one no.
Yeah, and I do have All Because This Is by Diane Arthurs. I never actually ended up stitching a wedding sampler, and I really like that one. So eventually it'll get done. I'm not sure when I'm going to start it, but I got it at a good price on Stash Unload, so I just went ahead and snapped it out.
It's cute.
That is pretty.
Thank you.
Very nice.
And then, of course, my newest bag. I don't do a lot of fabric bags, but you know, gotta support Care on here.
Yeah.
So I saw this one and I'm like, all right, that's one I have to get.
And you got lucky because this is a really hard one to get. There's no more fabric.
Oh,
Sorry,
so
everyone.
I think I just
So-
lucked out that I was on right after they posted.
I got one.
So I was like, yes,
Of course you
yes,
did.
me. And then after that, it was a little just 10 minutes later, and I was like, all right, see ya.
Yeah, see.
Oh, the inside fabrics
the
were cool
insides
too.
were cool. Look at that.
So,
This is the big one.
Yeah, I prefer the 11 by 11 Q snap, so I got the other size, but I'm like, you know what, it's nice to have a bigger one because you can really take a lot of stuff at the same time. So it's a great size to have, even if I don't like super big bags. It's nice to have one or two, just, you know, if I want to take a lot of whips or a lot of things and not have to carry a lot of different stuff. But for individual projects, I do prefer the smaller size because it fits your 11 by 11 hoop. Well, yeah, it does fit a hoop, but Q snap.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for me.
Mary, you got haul?
No, I bought exciting things today, like 28 petite needles and some white Lugana. So yeah, I didn't bring that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, this is the smaller size bag that Carolina was talking about. This is my haul. It's cowboy boots. Because we came from Texas before we were in Florida, so it's a little bit of home. Home is where the stitching is, right? We've got stars inside, and it's got more haul inside and some stitchy kindness.
Nice.
So I'm on the Erica Michaels or probably anybody's berry kick. So here is the Burberry. I'm doing the linen
The
ones.
Burberry.
No.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
funny stuff like that.
And then here's Yipes.
Yikes, Berry.
Yipes Berry.
Thanks, Barry.
Yeah, I like the linen berries. I'm not too keen on silk gauze. I tried silk gauze. It wasn't for me. And then also I got this other one. I got Locks and Keys from Shakespeare's Peddler. We know who she is. And there's a SAL starting with Lost and Floss in September. So, if you got any extra time after Autumn Quaker should be done by September, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, so 15 days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then we got Locks and Keys. SAL and start with Lost and Floss. And then my Stitchy Kindness. You know what? I'm gonna take a picture of this because this is from my friend. She got me a Millennium Falcon. And I don't know if they sell them this way or not, but I got the Ace of Clubs. I'm like, I don't know how many cards away from
Full House.
Full House. I don't know. I don't play cards.
Royal
I
Flush,
stitch. Okay.
something.
Yeah.
So
Straight.
yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Okay.
I don't know.
So that's my haul, and let's go plans.
Well, I'm gonna keep stitching on my Booty U, and then as soon as the Kermit, your favorite color, comes in, I'm gonna be stitching the other Brenda Gervais Hoopla.
Hoopla?
Holiday Hoopla.
Oh, it's a new one?
Ivana says, yeah. It has a witch, I think. But yeah, it's just one of the little hoops.
Oh, the little
Yeah.
from Brenda Gervais.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, those are cute.
Yeah, we're waiting on the fabric, so when it comes, I will stitch on it.
Okay.
Okay, so my plans is to try and finish that Stitch Rovia Strike a Balance soon. I've been stitching on it consistently for the past couple weeks, so I'll try to stick to it until it's done, but if not, I'll definitely finish that first half and at least the top half of the ocean side. I want to get the motifs that are closest to the words I stitched on Dog's Lessons for People done, so it'll be easy to stitch on the others. And I mean, that's pretty much it as far as real plans. The others is just whatever I feel like stitching, or I haven't been doing too much Magical Stitches homework. I am in it, I enjoy it, but I've just got too much going on with school starting back up. So if what I'm stitching fits, I put it on as penalty stitches or as the homework. But I'm kind of at that point where I'm like, I can't, I got too much going on. But it's still fun to watch everybody else and how they make everything fit. So that part's really cool because you really could make most of your stuff fit if you really work it the right way.
Yeah. I like the stories of how they make locks and keys mean this and that. I'm like, what?
So that's why it fits.
Okay. You know, after they go down the story, I'm like, all right, you just wanted to stitch on it, right? Yeah. Okay, I understand the story. So my plans, I've got big plans this week. Monday, I'm going to be in Connecticut for travel, so I'm going to stop at the Thistle, I think it's the Thistle. I'll put the link in the name in the bottom of what shop I'm going to visit in Connecticut, and I'm going to visit a couple of people. There's already a couple of people said they're going to meet me there. We'll be there from like 1 to 5:30. So they have a table. I think I'm going to stitch it, and then I might try to stop by again on Tuesday after I finish up with work. I might, because I'm like really close in the area, so just shoot in, step by there, and then flying down to Alabama, and northern part of Decatur. I think Decatur, Alabama. So I'm gonna stop in at the Stitcher's Peddler. I think that's what it's called. I'm, merman. I'm really blank with names, but I know there's a cross stitch store there, and I'll put the link in the bottom too. So that's between the travel, the visiting, and I'm gonna be taking 3 projects with me. So I'm gonna squeeze stitching, working, traveling, playing time. I don't know what
No wonder you're tired.
I'm not tired. I'm just living off of floss.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the Blackbird if I don't finish it up before then, and then I'm gonna take another part. I'm gonna get another Halloween project, and then Thursday I'll start Autumn Quaker. And to make it easy for everyone, I decided I'm only gonna stitch Autumn Quaker on Fridays. So you guys can stitch it all the time, but then come January I'm gonna finish it.
Okay. Sounds like a good plan.
I give everyone a head start. Because what was it? There was someone who created an acronym for me. SAG, Stitch After Gary. So
should I bring up ChristmasLand?
I have to restart that because I don't like the fabric I chose.
Oh, okay.
Because my colors and everything's blending all in there, and I haven't found the fabric I want to use. And it's stitched with Bellswall, and I don't want to waste any more of those threads. So once I find the right fabric, I'll pick it back up. I know Deb's almost finished with hers. And then I wanted, as for Garon News, sounds like somebody's not happy over in there.
Yeah.
So for the Garon News, for the St. Jude bags for Ronnie's birthday, it was an amazing support. It was a little all hands. He posted them Monday, and I swear, in less than 2 hours, they sold out. 130 bags sold out. I didn't get one. And then people were still donating above and beyond, and so we were able to raise $1,700. I'm amazed.
That is amazing.
On those little bitty bags, and we transferred that over to St. Jude. So St. Jude got a nice healthy donation from all of us. Flosstube from Flosstube land, from Facebook land, from Instagram land. I think everybody we all got together and we made the community made a great donation, and hopefully we'll do those again for special occasions, but we'll give more warning next time. And then the cruise, as mentioned, the cruise, remember, I know you can't read this, I'm not even gonna let it try. So the cruise is next year, July 26th to August 2nd, 2020. And the information for Lisa, to call her to reserve your room, and the website is all below in the descriptions. And use the code Sunshine Stitchers when you talk to Lisa. That way they know who's all in the group, so that we can do better planning for next year to see what I like about this. And I've told, hey, okay, break up my train of thought. What I like about this is because all other retreats have a limitation. 40, 50, 400 people. You know what? Cruise ship holds 3,000 people. We could have 3,000 stitchers. We have no limitations on this cruise.
Well, unless 3001 want to sign up, then I'm sorry. But I think we're covered.
Yeah. So it's a this year there's no structured you got to do this or that at this time or whatever, and it's just we have the room, we're gonna stitch. It's a group thing. The ship's got all its amenities. You've got there's day ship things or whatever. I'm not a cruiser.
Like
My cruiser lady's not
excursions?
here. Yeah, excursions.
Excursions.
There you go.
There you go. We're
Or you can just stay on the ship and stitch. That's
Exactly.
fine too.
That's right.
And there's food. There's usually unlimited ice cream. What else can you want?
Sounds like a cruiser. Okay.
2 cruises, but
Yeah.
that's enough for me to know there's always unlimited ice cream.
All right. So, wow, we did pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am super nervous.
Why, you're afraid you're gonna get killed?
No, I had fun.
No.
I had fun. EJ and Shelia didn't even call me. I've got I broke rule 1. I have my phone on. I'm waiting for a call, waiting for it to stop. Nobody called. I have a
I just
pen.
had to do that.
I said, you know what, today I feel special. There's no rules today.
No rules.
We didn't even go to the bathroom before this
Are we
thing.
not supposed to drink?
No drinks.
Hey, as long as the drinks don't make us leave, then we're
To go to
Yeah.
the bathroom is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
You know,
smell
I miss my EJ.
Yeah.
And Shelia. I miss Shelia too. I miss you guys.
We miss you too.
We miss you guys.
All right. So,
Okay.
wow, we did it. Okay. And what do we say now?
No.
No matter where you are, the sun is always shining when you're stitching. Bye. Sunshine Stitcher. I lost Shelia and EJ.
So they put me in charge of editing. So I thought I'd film on the beach, and I think if we listen closely in a few minutes, if we look over there and listen, we can probably hear Shelia and EJ in the background. Now look back at me. Didn't you enjoy their singing? I hope it worked. Bye.